Hello everybody, we're back here on SoftFuture.Farm today. Yvan, he has been here with me now for soon a week, and 2 days is a week, and he's basically living here helping me with the permaculture project, and so today it's he wanted to make some supper for us, and what are you making today, Yvan?
Right, okay, what I'm making today, is a mixture of fried vegetables, with which I shall be mixing some herbs. Also, we've got some rice in the boil.
Alright.
So, yeah.
Okay, can I see this? Okay,
yeah, sure, that's just some chopped up red pepper that I'm chucking in there. Along with some sliced onion.
Alright.
I was shown recently by Mona that the kind of like long way of slicing the onion.
Oh really?
Which I quite like, yeah.
I noticed that because I usually chop them in very tiny pieces.
I was like a dice chopper before, you know.
What are you using? Are you using coconut or butter, or what do you use?
I'm using coconut oil.
Coconut oil, alright.
Yeah.
That's obviously the best. The most healthy you can actually cook with is coconut oil. It's
I mean, that seems to be the trend at the moment, isn't it? Like, a lot of people use coconut oil. They seem to sell coconut oil everywhere. There's lots of like people saying that coconut oil is the healthiest thing. I've even heard that it's supposedly really good for like Alzheimer's and certain brain disorders.
Yeah, you know.
The brain is like starved of a food supply, because apparently the brain makes its own insulin, and then I think, yeah, it runs out of that or something.
It runs out of the glucose.
Basically, the brain is starved of food, yeah, and somehow the coconut oil helps.
Well, I've looked into that. Just a disclaimer here. You know, I sell organic raw coconut oil in superfoodbutikken.no. In turn, I will also sell it from the international shop that I have, superfoodbutikken.com, that I'm currently working on. By the time some people will see this video, I'm probably done with that website. You know, I'm a web designer as well as herbalist. As you can see here, who's got this much herbs? I mean, I've had so much. You don't even want to maybe look in my closet, but it's just so much superfoods in this closet. I mean, man, I'm stacked up, man. I'm call me a doomsday prepper. You should see the second floor where the shop is. I've just got so much stuff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So just that being said, because I sell the coconut oil, I cannot make any health claims about anything that I actually sell, because if I do, that would be against the law, basically, because I'm making health claims which would turn it into a drug, which in turn would mean that I'm not allowed to sell it, because the drugstore, the government would basically have the monopoly on it. Well, we call it apoteke, which translates into drugstore in Norway. So, but in theory, you can say some. You can't say like an orange is vitamin C is good for you. I mean, you can say some things though. But without claiming this, I know Alex Jones is saying exactly what you're saying there about the coconut oil. I've seen a small documentary there about it, and what he's basically saying is that coconut oil, what's about it is that it contains a smaller particle that acts as glucose for the brain. But the problem with Alzheimer's is that they cannot use this glucose anymore. And that it is diabetic. It
might be like diabetes for the brain.
Yes, it's diabetic related, and so you cannot anymore use this glucose because of insulin and what's not. Pardon me if I got that wrong, but the part that I know I got right is that this substance that's in coconut oil is a substitute for glucose, but it's a smaller particle, and even though they cannot use the glucose anymore, so the brain is basically starving and dying, they can still use this smaller particle, I don't remember the name, that's in the coconut oil, and especially probably raw organic coconut oil would be preferably.
Yeah.
So you obviously you're like me. You're not 100% vegetarian, but you also want to try to gradually increase the amount of veggies and fruits in your life. You're like me. You're not raw vegan either.
No.
And neither of us are strict in any way, but we are trying to increase the amount of veggies. For many reasons, but including the way animals are treated on this planet with factory farming. There's one thing that's important also to me here on SoftFuture.Farm. You know, there's a chicken coop, ducks, and chickens, and it's very important to me that they have a good life and that they can free range as much as possible. You know, I don't want them to be eaten by foxes either, or eagles, but when I'm home I want them to be able to be out. Is it good? I'm looking forward to this.
A friend of mine, Rory Lemon, taught me that when he's cooking, he tries to stimulate all of the taste buds. Something for all the taste buds. So I think there's like 5 different types. It's like sweet, salty, sour, bitter. I think the other one is like umami, which is which is kind of some sort of meaty type thing.
You should try this then.
But yeah, and
You should try this.
since sort of incorporating, what's that?
Schisandra berries.
What's that?
Just taste one.
Okay, wait.
You should put that in. If that's what you want, that's what you need. That's got all that. The Schisandra berry is very, very special. It's got all these flavors: sour, sweet, salty, bitter. It's really, really. What can I say? It's
got loads of different flavour in it.
It's got like 5 different flavors, like all flavors available. Not meaty though, but
Yeah.
it's got 5 flavors. Try one.
Yeah. Right, we'll do.
And if you find it that it can fit in here, let's put it in. So definitely got what you're looking for.
That is hot.
Use this. Here. It's meant for it.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, it's looking good. Personally, I would keep most possible of it raw, but you're the chef today, and
Oh yeah, these are very tasty.
yeah, they are. Do you think it would fit in there?
Wow, quite bitter.
It would. It's everything. So
Strong taste.
if that's what you want, then that would probably fit in there. But You're the chef. You're the chef today.
Yeah,
you're the making the decisions. I'm just looking forward to tasting it.
Whoa. Okay, I think I ate a few too many there.
Oh, I thought you was gonna taste one.
No, I took like 5.
Okay, well, and the first time you taste these, it's kind of shocking. The Schisandra berry is really, really healthy as well. It's like you can just look it up. It says some about it on superfoodbutikken.no. If you go and check it up, it will tell you about it. Yeah, and it also says if you're looking for like some sweet berries, this is not for you. This has got all the tastes, all the flavors you can imagine.
It's quite bitter.
So it's finished?
Yeah, I think that just needs a bit of salt. Which I thought I added. Salt. Yeah, I mean when cooking as well, I like, there was someone I heard who was, she was talking about chakras, and she was into some sort of natural healing, maybe Ayurveda or something else, energy healing, I don't know, but she talked about with meals, having a colourful meal, and that was good for kind of boosting like more of the chakras, you know, because all the chakras have different colours, and I'm not sure about that, but it's nice to have a lot of different colours on the plate, isn't it? It just looks good.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
I'm really glad you cooked it with the olive,
coconut
not
oil.
olive oil,
Yeah.
coconut oil.
Okay, cool. So that's
Because,
done. That is good to go.
It's my favorite too.
I can't put that there. And I like as well with foods too. You know, it's like you were saying earlier on about eating more fruit and veg and stuff, and
Yeah.
I like, these days I like getting dark green veg in there, because since going
Kale.
mainly kind of eating vegan or vegetarian, so much less meat and like less protein, supposedly the dark greens are a really good source of like calcium, aren't they, and like all sorts of vitamins. I think, what does it say here? Vitamin A, E, C, cost fiber,
This
whatever that
kale,
is,
for those who wonder what
B6,
grønkål means in Norwegian.
folate, is that like folate acid or calcium? Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's
kale
got
is
lots of good stuff, isn't
yeah,
it?
but
So-
not to wreck the meal, but just by cooking it, you know, you're degrading it, you're wrecking the enzymes. But
That's what,
it's a lot
that's what
better
some
than-
people say, but I've also heard the opinion that actually you need to cook food sometimes to get to be able to get some of the nutrients.
Well,
I'm
but
sure there's different
doesn't go for
theories
it doesn't
about
go
it.
for veggie like this kind of veggies. It goes for beans. It goes for like potatoes. It goes for peas. Like, you're right, there are some anti-nutrients in some food, and those needs to be cooked. But like regular veggies like this, personally, I'd like to eat them raw, but in a way it's better to eat them at all than to not eat them.
Yeah.
So if the alternative here would be, you know, McDonald's food or a pizza, it's definitely a lot better. So, but anyway, this is your
nothing but veg, lots of herbs in there.
your day, and I'm gonna eat it.
Nice colourful plate, not being overcooked. There'll be a lot of crunch in this. So you know, yeah, there it is.
I'm hungry. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to eating
Eat
this.
some food.
I might put some Schisandra berries on mine though. If the point is to get. Okay, so that's it, folks. This is what we're gonna have for supper. You call it supper?
Dinner, supper, yeah.
Dinner, supper. Today here on Soft Future Farm, and yeah, we'll be back with like small updates like this. Hopefully for days to come, and yeah, not that it's necessarily so incredibly interesting what we're doing here, but you know, we just want to share with you guys out there. So alright, thanks for watching, and yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, see you some other time on the SoftFuture.Farm blog and videos and what's not. Bye, folks.
Cheers.
So, how was it?
It's pretty good. It's got a lot of crunch in there, from the broccoli, the peppers, the carrot. It's got good colour. It's got good heat from the chili pepper, and I think quite nice zestiness from the orange.
Yeah.
Which kind of counteracts that. There's a fair bit of salt in there with the rice and stuff as well.
Which is Himalayan salt and
Himalayan.
Bickelbacker rock
Yeah.
salt, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what's in here.
So, like I was mentioning before, you've got the broccoli, carrots, we've got curly kale, we've got red peppers, bell peppers, we've got half an onion, we've got a red chili pepper, and then in terms of spices, I'm not really too sure, to be honest, 'cause I can't read Norwegian.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Carrots in there.
I kind of took a bunch of the. I think there's cinnamon in there, and there's some other red ones, you know. So
Chili pepper, maybe?
I'm not sure if it's chili pepper. They might maybe paprika, maybe maybe some cumin, maybe some coriander.
Oh, you have definitely some carrots in there, I think. All right, enjoy. Did you have a good day here today?
Yeah, I think we were quite productive, weren't we? We managed to find that wood chip.
Yeah, we got some wood chips.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Got that. So we redid the coop.
Yeah, cleaning the
chicken
coop.
and duck coop. And then what else did we do today? We did some other stuff, didn't we?
Well, it's Friday night. It's basically
Friday night.
Yeah. So
Wow.
basically, I didn't wanna, want to do too much there because it's weekend. We need also to relax and chill and have a good time. So, I talked to my neighbor and he's got a lot of wood chips that I'm gonna get for free. So we're gonna go Monday. We're gonna go and get a lot of wood chips. It's gonna be big work, but it's so good to get all that wood chips. That's exactly what we need for ground cover, and it just opens up so much possibilities to expand, with new beds and what's not. So, yeah, I'm looking so much forward till next week, and let's just relax today and tomorrow morning until tomorrow night, then we can start going to work for another week. Okay, chill out.